So I just dug this guy out of my workshop. Whoop. I just dug this guy out of my workshop, and I'm just like, damn, man. You kind of forget about how far you've come until you kind of see the fruits of your labor sometimes. Once I seen this bike, I was like, holy shit. Just from a year ago, look what I have now. It's not much, but it's a lot more than I had. I didn't have my license for 12 years. I owed a bunch of fines because I was addicted to painkillers for about 15 years, did a bunch of dumb shit, racked up crazy fines. So my license was suspended for over a decade. And for the first few years that I got out of my addiction and I got clean, I went through this crazy depression for several years where I did nothing. I sat around smoking weed, getting fat. I was 60 pounds overweight from where I am right now. I think it was like over 230 pounds at one point, and I'm only 5'7". And one day I just kind of snapped out of it. I had lost another person from back home that I knew to addiction. So I guess that kind of ignited the spark, and it kind of ruminated in my mind for several weeks. And I just kind of realized, I'm like, yo, so many people that did not make it out of this life. You have another chance at life and you're sitting around wasting it. Before you know it, you're going to be 45 and you have done nothing with your life when you could have turned it all around. So I got back in shape, started eating good, started going to the gym, slowly but surely worked off that 60 pounds. Once that happened, I got my confidence back up. Did some work for one of my neighbors. He was looking to sell this bike. Did a little bit of work for him and then paid off the rest within months. I started hanging up posters around town. I had to go get it because I started handing out resumes and I wasn't getting calls back. So I just started hanging up posters, do odd jobs. Calls started coming in. Word of mouth started going around. I'd go to jobs and they'd be like, oh, my neighbor or my cousin needs this done. Maybe I can refer you. And it just added up. Start saving up money, paid off my fines within a few months. And then I could go for my license again. I just had to do my road test. I failed my road test twice. And I'd be lying if I said it didn't affect me, because it did. I was like, damn, man, I passed my road test when I was like 15 or 16 or whatever it was on the first try. And now I'm 34, 35, whatever I was. And I can't even pass this freaking road test. Did it twice. Third time, got it. Kept working, kept working. And then by that winter, I had enough to get this guy. And several months after that, I started my own business. I got my business license to start a property care business. And it's just amazing what you can get done when you actually lock in and just do shit. I had nothing. I had less than nothing. And, I went on Marketplace and I started picking up free tools and stuff where I could and just started stacking these small little wins. And within a year, I don't got much. It's not much, but it's a lot more than I had just a year ago. And anybody else going through something similar and feeling like you're just like stuck in this rut and you're procrastinating, that's another big problem I've had all my life and I still deal with all the time, is procrastination, man. It's a killer. It's a dream killer, man. And I know it's not going to sound like the best advice. It's kind of like common knowledge, but you just got to do shit. You just got to do shit. You got to stop making excuses in your head and saying, like, once I have this, and that, then I'm going to start doing this, or waiting for things to line up, or you know exactly what I'm talking about if you have that procrastination itch in your brain. But don't wait for things to be perfect because it ain't ever going to be perfect. Once you start moving and you start building momentum, it comes a lot quicker than you think it's going to come. It really does. And, once you stop, you just fall back into that cycle, right? You're going to have times that, you're kind of slacking and stuff, but it's important to never just go back to being stagnant because it's a slippery slope. So, yeah, that's probably my biggest piece of advice is just you just got to do shit. Stop ruminating on things because when you tell yourself, "Oh, I'll just do it tomorrow," you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. So just stop that shit. Just stop it. Because, like I said, once that momentum starts building, you're gonna be like, "Holy shit!" Even if you're starting with nothing or less than nothing, there's always ways. Like a mentor of mine, Jeff, always says, Jeff McCallum, it's all made up. It's all made up. Life is what you make it, man. As corny as that sounds, it's absolutely true. It's absolutely true because if I could do what I did in the last year, I truly believe that anybody can make something of themselves. There's no hole too deep that you can't climb out of. You just gotta attempt to do it. And even when the roadblocks come up, don't stop. Just don't stop. As long as you don't stop, you will eventually win. I guarantee you that.